Every crisis looks the same. Shelves go bare, people panic, and the cheapest, simplest items vanish first. But here's the thing, what disappears isn't always what you expect. It's not steaks or fine wine. It's the everyday basics that families, retirees, and students rely on to stretch every single dollar. And if you wait until the rush hits, you'll be staring at empty shelves while others fill their carts. So today we're breaking down 20 overlooked but powerful items you should grab right now before they vanish. They're cheap, practical, and morale boosting. Stocking these will keep your pantry steady and your family confident when the next wave of shortages hits. Item 1, rice cakes. Rice cakes might look simple, but in a crisis, they're gold. Lightweight, compact, and nearly endless in shelf life, they work as a base for almost anything. Spread peanut butter for protein, canned tuna for a quick meal, or drizzle with honey for comfort food. Families appreciate how kid-friendly they are. Retirees like their low prep, and students love the grab-and-go convenience. Unlike bread, they don't mold in days and require zero refrigeration. When shelves go empty, rice cakes keep morale up with crunch, calories, and versatility, proof that survival food doesn't have to be boring. Item 2, couscous. When power or gas is limited, couscous becomes a lifesaver. Unlike rice or pasta, it cooks in minutes with just boiling water. No long simmer required. That makes it fuel efficient and perfect for emergencies. Couscous also soaks up flavor easily, whether you toss in bouillon, canned veggies, or a little oil. Retirees love it for easy digestion. Families love how it stretches into large portions, and students appreciate the instant meal convenience. Cheap, shelf-stable, and versatile, couscous is one of those pantry staples that disappears faster than people realize. Grab a few bags now before shortages catch you off guard. Item 3, canned sardines. Protein is the first thing families miss when meat prices spike. But canned sardines solve that problem instantly. They're dense in protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and even calcium from the soft bones. A single can is a complete meal on its own, but sardines also upgrade rice, pasta, or crackers into filling dishes. They store for years, require no refrigeration, and travel well for emergencies. Retirees benefit from the nutrients, students love the affordability, and large households can stock them in bulk. In every crisis, protein disappears first. Sardines are the hidden powerhouse that vanish before you even notice. Item 4, tortillas, shelf-stable packs. Bread molds quickly, but tortillas stay fresh far longer, especially vacuum-sealed packs designed for shelf storage. They take up less space, last weeks or months, and serve dozens of purposes. Wraps, mini pizzas, quesadillas, or simply paired with canned beans. Kids love them, retirees appreciate their ease of use, and busy families can turn tortillas into meals without cooking much at all. In emergencies, they're lightweight, portable, and flexible. Exactly what pantries need. When people rush for bread during shortages, smart shoppers grab tortillas instead. They're the quiet survival food that often disappears first because of their versatility and convenience. Item 5, powdered cocoa mix. In stressful times, morale food matters as much as calories, and powdered cocoa is the ultimate at comfort. Just add hot water or milk, and suddenly kids smile, retirees relax, and families feel a sense of normalcy. Cocoa mix stores for months, is lightweight, and can even double as a baking ingredient. Sweetness boosts energy, warmth calms nerves, and the familiar taste feels like home. That's why cocoa mix is often overlooked until it's gone. Because when crises hit, people don't just crave survival, they crave comfort. And a warm cup of cocoa delivers exactly that, sip after sip. Item 6, pickles. Pickles are more than a crunchy snack. They're survival food in disguise. The cucumbers are preserved in salty brine, which means they last months unopened and even provide electrolytes when hydration is critical. Families love them as a cheap side dish, retirees appreciate their digestive benefits, and kids enjoy the tangy flavor. Plus, the brine itself can be reused in cooking, from marinating meats to flavoring soups. In shortages, fresh vegetables vanish quickly, and jars of pickles become a rare comfort. They add variety, crunch, and a boost of morale when plain pantry meals start feeling repetitive. Item 7, cornmeal. Cornmeal is one of those old-fashioned staples that modern shoppers forget until it disappears. It's inexpensive, lasts for years if stored dry, and transforms into countless meals. Cornbread, porridge, pancakes, or coatings for fried foods. Retirees remember it as a Depression-era lifesaver. Families can stretch a single bag into dozens of servings, and students can make quick, filling meals with little effort. When flour prices rise or bread vanishes from shelves, cornmeal fills the gap. It's not glamorous, but it's a reliable, budget-friendly foundation food, and exactly the type of item that vanishes first when shortages hit. Item 8, canned chili. Canned chili is the definition of a complete meal in one can. Protein from beans, carbs from vegetables, and flavor from spices. Just heat and eat. In emergencies, families appreciate how filling it is. Retirees value its no-prep convenience, and students love the affordability. Unlike plain beans, chili delivers bold flavor, which helps prevent food fatigue during repetitive meals. Shelf life runs years, and a single can feed multiple people when served over rice or pasta. When meat prices spike, people flock to canned protein options, making chili one of the first hearty comfort foods to vanish. Item 9, pasta sauce, jarred or canned. Plain pasta gets old fast, but pasta sauce transforms it into a real meal. Tomato-based sauces are packed with flavor, vitamins, and calories, while creamy or cheesy versions feel like a luxury during hard times. Retirees appreciate how a single jar stretches across multiple meals. Families use it to feed kids quickly, and students know it makes budget noodles taste like takeout. Shelf-stable for months or years, pasta sauce is one of those small pantry upgrades that make a big difference. When shortages hit, noodles remain on shelves, but pasta sauce is often gone in days. Item 10, vegetable oil. Calories matter in a crisis, and vegetable oil is one of the most calorie-dense pantry staples. One jug can cook dozens of meals, from frying potatoes to baking bread, and provides essential fats that keep you full. For retirees, it's easy to use. For families, it stretches simple foods into satisfying meals. For students, it's a cheap cooking must-have. Oil also works as a barter item in emergencies, since everyone needs it. Shelves of flour and rice are common, but oil is often one of the first basics to disappear, because without it, cooking gets a lot harder. Item 11, powdered soup mixes. Powdered soup mixes are small, cheap, and incredibly versatile. With just hot water, they turn into a warm, filling meal that calms nerves in stressful times. Families can stretch them by adding rice, noodles, or canned veggies, while retirees enjoy the quick preparation and comforting flavors. They're lightweight, last for years, and provide nutrients and electrolytes often missing in basic staples. From chicken noodle to vegetable blends, these packets prevent food fatigue by adding variety. When crises hit, shoppers overlook them at first, until shelves empty. That's when powdered soup mixes suddenly vanish, proving their quiet survival value. Item 12, grits or cream of wheat. Hot cereals like grits or cream of wheat deliver fast, filling energy with minimal cooking time. Just a few minutes of boiling water creates a warm, hearty breakfast that sticks with you for hours. Families can sweeten with honey or dried fruit. Retirees appreciate the easy digestion, and students love the low cost. A single box makes dozens of servings, making it one of the most budget-friendly staples. During shortages, oatmeal often disappears first, leaving grits and cream of wheat as overlooked treasures. But once panic buying sets in, even these humble boxes vanish faster than expected. Item 13, shelf-stable tofu packs. Protein is priceless during shortages, and shelf-stable tofu delivers it without refrigeration. Sold in vacuum-sealed packs, it can last months, ready to drop into stir-fries, soups, or rice dishes. Families like its versatility, retirees benefit from its easy texture, and students see it as a cheap meat alternative. It absorbs any seasoning, stretches meals further, and keeps nutrition balanced when fresh meat is gone. In a crisis, plant-based proteins like tofu become rare quickly because of limited supply. Smart shoppers grab shelf-stable packs in advance, because when the meat section empties, tofu disappears just as fast. Item 14, canned pumpkin. Canned pumpkin isn't just for holiday pies. It's a survival food loaded with fiber, vitamins, and comfort. It works in soups, breads, pancakes, or even as a simple side dish. Families appreciate how a single can stretches across multiple meals. Retirees benefit from its nutrition and easy digestion, and kids enjoy the naturally sweet flavor. Shelf life is long, and the creamy texture adds variety when everything else feels dry or repetitive. People don't think of pumpkin until it's too late, making it one of those overlooked items that vanish quickly when fresh produce is nowhere to be found. Item 15, tea bags. Tea bags are more than a drink. They're a morale booster. A hot cup of tea calms nerves, provides hydration, and even helps digestion. Black, green, or herbal, tea is cheap, lightweight, and lasts for years when stored properly. Retirees appreciate the soothing routine, families find it cheaper than soda, and students rely on it for late-night study fuel. In stressful times, rituals like tea help people feel normal. That's why shelves of tea get cleared out surprisingly fast during shortages. Stock up now, because when panic buying begins, even something as simple as tea bags can vanish. Item 16, sugar, granulated or brown. Sugar is cheap, but in a crisis it becomes priceless. Beyond sweetening coffee or tea, sugar preserves fruit, bakes bread, and provides quick energy when calories are scarce. Retirees appreciate the comfort it brings, families use it for cooking and snacks, and students find it a morale booster during long days. Its stores for years have kept dry, making it one of the most reliable pantry items. History shows sugar is always one of the first staples to vanish during shortages because it fuels both the body and the spirit when times get tough. Item 17, salt. Salt may be the cheapest item in the store, but it's also one of the most powerful. It seasons food, preserves meats, and even replenishes electrolytes. Retirees remember its value from harder times. Families know meals feel incomplete without it, and students rely on it to make cheap staples taste better. In survival scenarios, salt doubles as a trade item because everyone needs it. Unlike luxury foods, salt is fundamental. Life feels bland and harder without it. That's why during panic buying, salt shelves clear almost instantly. Stocking a few extra bags now is a simple, smart move. Item 18, vinegar. Vinegar is a quiet hero in every pantry. It preserves vegetables, flavors, dishes, and even doubles as a cleaning agent in emergencies. Families use it for pickling, retirees enjoy its health benefits, and students appreciate how it transforms bland noodles or rice. It's cheap, shelf-stable for years, and stretches far in cooking. In tough times, multi-use items become the most valuable, and vinegar is as multi-use as it gets. People often overlook it until shortages make it scarce. A few extra bottles now can mean more flavorful meals and cleaner homes when everything else feels out of reach. Item 19, dry lentils. Dry lentils are a survival powerhouse. Unlike beans, they cook quickly. No overnight soaking, just simmer and serve. Packed with protein, fiber, and minerals, they keep families nourished when meat prices soar. Retirees like their easy digestion, students rely on their low cost, and large households can stretch a bag into dozens of meals. Lentils also blend well with rice, soups, and stews, preventing food fatigue. Shelf life runs years if stored properly. Because they're faster to prepare, lentils often disappear before other legumes during shortages. Smart shoppers grab them now because they're cheap fuel that won't last long. Item 20, canned pasta meals. SpaghettiOs, ravioli, or canned lasagna. They may not be gourmet, but in a crisis, they're lifesavers. Ready-to-eat hot meals mean no prep, no stress, and instant comfort. Families love how kid-friendly they are. Retirees enjoy the nostalgia, and students know they're affordable survival food. Shelf-stable for years, these cans provide carbs, protein, and morale in one scoop. When shelves go bare, quick meals vanish first, because nobody wants to cook complicated dishes in stressful times. Stocking a few cans now ensures you'll always have a warm, familiar meal when you need it most. You can't control inflation, supply chains, or the speed at which shelves empty, but you can control what's in your pantry. Every item we've shared today is inexpensive, shelf-stable, and powerful enough to keep your household steady during shortages. From lentils and canned chili to cocoa mix and tea bags, these aren't luxuries, they're lifelines. Don't panic buy, start small, Add one or two of these items to your cart each time you shop at Walmart, Aldi, Costco, or Sam's. Slowly but surely, you'll build a pantry that not only feeds your family, but also gives you peace of mind. Because when the next wave of shortages hits, the ones who prepared won't be panicking. They'll be eating, resting easier, and even smiling while others scramble. Stay sharp, stay stocked. And remember, it's not about fear, it's about being ready.